Use my email. Lose your Kohl's cash. I got a Gmail account about 20 years ago when it first came out. I was able to snag a simple email. First initial last J Smith Gmail. For the last several years I have been getting all kinds of spam and legitimate emails from someone with my first initial and last name. Some of these emails seem pretty important. For instance, hotel reservations and train tickets have both been sent to my email. In the past I have tried to contact her with the phone number I find with the emails and asked her to stop using my emails. She brushes it off every time, basically telling me to F off. Apparently she has just started shopping at Kohl's because I've been getting all of her rewards email. Since she decided she isn't going to stop using my email, I used her $50 in Kohl's cash she sent to my email a couple weeks ago, and just used another $20 today. As far as I'm concerned, she's aware that she's using my email. Therefore she's gifting me her Kohl's cash. Thanks for the new belt and jeans, Jessica. Keep 'em coming. Start canceling her reservations. This will solve your problem quite quickly. If they are in your email, sent direct to your address, it's your cash. I did the same trick back when Gmail first came online and snagged one with my real name in. A family friend owned a funeral home in his family for 100 years, and a new pizza chain came into town with a phone number very close to the funeral home's number. One day at a Chamber of Commerce meeting he mentioned it to Pizza Guy and said he got a couple calls from customers wanting pizza. The Pizza Guy told him to get another number. From then on he took the orders whenever anyone called. This happened daily. I had a guy using my email address and was setting up on dating sites. So log into his account, change his profile to man looking for men. He soon stopped using my email. She's renting your email in exchange for store credits. Tears of joy. My name doppelganger kept using my email while looking for a house. Joke's on her. I got to use the Starbucks gift cards they kept sending. Same thing for me. Gmail account is my last name. I don't cancel reservations, but I always change their airline seat to be back row right next to the bathroom. I kept getting calls from women for some guy called Troy. ID had that number for about 10 years, so it wasn't an accident. I'd verify the number and tell them there was no Troy. But a lot of them didn't believe and would call 2 or 3 times. This went on for a while. I finally started telling him this isn't Troy's number. It's the number he gives women when he doesn't want them to call him. I stopped getting calls soon after. I'm guessing he ran into a few angry women. I had a medical doctor do this back in the AOL days. I was getting emails from his patients with sensitive info. Called his office and his office manager told me to change mine. I had to call the licensing board to get it resolved. I have a similar situation with multiple people using it. I may have changed a dating profile or two. So that's right. It's payment for using your mail. I had a guy who wouldn't change his phone number. His boss texted one day asking for his time card and I responded saying F you, I quit. They stopped not too long after that. Wow. I thought I was the only one. And yes, I've reset PWs and texted her phone. I finally started canceling orders. If the trash continued, I would have started ordering very expensive stuff. My daughter has someone giving out her cell phone number. It's the same guy over and over, so she cancels his appointments and dinner reservations too. Yes, I'm the guy that uses all the rewards points from 867-5309 at the gas station. Cancel the reservations and change her passwords. It will stop. For F's sake, Maureen. I know you are old. But stop screwing up when giving out your email. I hate having to cancel all the hair appointments that I can't make it to. I also have first initial last name. I have a much less common last name and still have two different people who regularly use it. They have both applied for credit cards using it. One set up a bank account with it. The other regularly schedules doctor's appointments with it. I usually ignore them when it's dumb stuff. But I did end up calling Bank of America and it took them a really long time to understand what was happening. I cancelled someone's Valentine's Day hotel reservation a few years back. Suck it, Diane. I have this problem too. Good solution. I've considered cancelling their subscriptions. Suggest that she buy your mail. I legit the other day got a job reference request from someone applying to some government agency. I did respond to that saying they had the wrong email and maybe the candidate wasn't the best if they used someone else's email address. I have attempted to contact this person in the past and they ignore me. I got a free Spotify account after I changed all their crappy music. I cancelled weekend golfing reservations to some really nice resort. I have cancelled flight reservations. I even got HR healthcare info with sensitive info. I did tell them their new person is so stupid. They don't know their own email address. I got other medical info on a kid and told them I was reporting them for a HIPAA violation. It's all gradually stopped, thank goodness. The joys of an early Gmail adopter indeed. My ex had a super common first initial last name Gmail address. Got all sorts of things: divorce paperwork, medical information. The next was when he got invited to a family barbecue. He RSVP'd yes to it online and added, "I'm bringing auntie. So remember not to serve coleslaw because you know it gives her the toots." I've been dealing the same for years. Cancel all their hotels, airline tickets, even a graduation party reservation after I called and got an F off. They've not learned yet. A few years ago I started getting messages from an online dating service that seemed to be directed to a young lady. I'm an older married guy. Poor kid probably thinks no one matched with her. I just auto-deleted the messages. I did try to correct it at first, no luck. We had this phone number to our house and it used to be used by a trade school that was located nearby. We looked it up once and nowhere on their website was our phone number. It wasn't on the sign outside of the building. Nowhere that we could find it. One time this person called asking about the school. I told him it was a private residence and no longer the school. He proceeded to ask me if I would find the number for him and call him back with it. I said no and hung up. Not my problem. Find it yourself. Yeah. I have a simple Gmail address which is just my name. I've gotten emails from Marshall Islands government people discussing how to spin a minor PR scandal for the president. A boatload of SSN, driver's licenses, and bank statements for truckers applying for loans to buy a rig. Star Trek podcasters asking the other me to come on their podcast, and last month somebody's hotel reservations for 2 weeks in Europe. Pretty annoying, but it does lead to some amusement. I occasionally get emails meant for a professor in Canada. One time I read a submitted paper and asked the sender if I could edit and correct some grammatical mistakes. She was all for it. Bitch never told me what we got for a grade.